Here at Ben Rush State Park. And after about a mile, I'm having a really bad run, so I figured I'd talk for a little while. So as I said before, this year I want to focus on a 100-mile bike race or a long bike race. Still got to buy a bike. I still got to find what race to do, when and where, and I still got to come up with a training regimen. This year, so far, I have been pretty active in the off season, even though I did gain about 10 pounds. So I'm now 211 pounds-ish. And that was mostly because of just not being aware of what I was eating. I read a couple of books on that, and I got a couple of simple staples, and I've been meal prepping to sort of mitigate with that weight problem. This is also the first year that I didn't participate in the 4x4x48. And this is David Goggins' challenge that I really liked. It's basically do 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. So it's basically run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. It's an interesting test. I love it. I just couldn't fit it into my schedule because this year I have to be very, very focused on time management. I read a book called 168 Hours, and being able to, one piece to being able to get this triathlon training down pat is to get time management down pat. And that's something people talk about it, but it's a lot harder to practice in real life. You do waste a lot of time wondering what you're going to do, what you're going to wear, how things are going to be. So that's what this year is dedicated to, mitigating that. Because the idea, honestly, what scares me about moving on to riding and training for a century, is being so far away from home and something crazy happening, flat tire, accident, anything. So I'm very much worried about that. You know, comparing it to running, I'm always pretty close to my house or pretty close to my car, so I have to figure out systems for that. Yeah, we just had a real bad rain, so the Ben Rush track is mostly flooded, which is why I'm walking most of it. But as you guys can remember, last year I bought the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, which has a huge battery, enough to last more than a marathon if you turn the right settings off. This is the LTE version of this watch, so one of the main reasons why I got the LTE version of this watch is that I can make a phone call if I'm not near my phone, and I can still communicate with my emails or work when I'm not near my phone, which is also good for calling for help. As for running, I just picked up these sort of winter barefoot shoes. I'm probably going to get a new pair, something with a slightly harder bottom, so I can cross-train with bicycling, because running, honestly, right now, I've fallen in love with it, so I can't get rid of it like I thought I was gonna. So I'm gonna need a versatile shoe. Anyway, I've talked super long, and my legs have actually calmed down from the cramping that was going on. So let's hit these trails.